Today, we're going to talk about something most of us never really think of when we think about our own small businesses. This is our business values. It's not about your products or your services, but this is about how your business is seen by other people. Taking some time to look at your values and picking those that will make you stand out from the competition will drive improved customer retention, repeat business, customer referrals, and for those with employees, it will increase your staff retention rates. So spend a few minutes with me now to see how your business values can drive you towards the results you deserve. Your business values. This isn't something that a lot of us really think about. When we start our own business, we spend a lot of time concentrating on the products or the services that we're going to sell. We put in time and we put in money developing and marketing these. About the other softer areas of business, and one of those is your values. So what are your business values? Well, think about these as the words you'd like other people to use when they're thinking about your business. So it could be things like, they're good value, they're really helpful, they're friendly, they always provide me with a great service. So hit pause for a couple of minutes and write down what you think your business values are. Can you share them in the comments below? The other week, I went to my local supermarket. Now, like most supermarkets, it's now mainly self-service registers, but there are a small number of the more traditional staffed ones. The self-service register is usually staffed by one person who is covering maybe 8 or 9 different smaller registers. Now, on this particular day, that self-serve was staffed by a woman who, to be honest, is always grumpy. She glares at you every time you go there, and she literally stands and watches everything you scan, every single item as you scan it and put it into your bag. It's as if she's judging what you're buying. And again, on this day, there was only one manned register open, and it had 3 people in the queue. Now, I only had 4 items in my basket, which means it would be really quick for me to go through the self-service register. But you know what? I didn't. I opted to wait in the queue for the manned one. Now, why would I do that? Well, to be honest, it comes down to the values of the person that was manning the register. The grumpy woman who makes you feel uncomfortable, makes it obvious that she wants you gone, well, you don't want to go and stand with her anywhere near her. But the person on the manned register, well, she always greets you with a hello, and then she chats away while she's scanning your goods. Takes a little bit more time, but it's more friendly, it's more welcoming. And to be honest, for me, it's worth that little bit extra time to be treated politely rather than being treated as if I'm a piece of dirt. I would go as far as saying that if the grumpy woman was the only person serving, then, quite honestly, I would put the goods back and I would go elsewhere to buy them. Think about this example. What's the impact on your business if you had someone who was turning customers off? Yes, for a large supermarket chain, well, it's got minimal impact if 1 or 2 people go somewhere else. But for a small business, that one bad person sending customers away from you could drive your business down, and it could be the difference between continuing and losing your business completely. Imagine everybody who comes in, going away, saying, right, I'm not going back there because they're always grumpy, because they treat me as if I'm dirt. But it's not only those you're going to lose. Remember, every single bad experience, they're going to go and tell other people they know. People don't often tell people the good, but they'll always tell people the bad. So the impact of this one bad experience can have quite a large impact on your business. And this is where the business values come in. Values aren't something that you make or sell. They also aren't processes or procedures. Your values are the basic building blocks of your business. They are what define how you work and how you interact with other people. They are simple 1 or 2 word statements that everyone in your business will understand. Your values define how your company behaves. They also are how you differentiate yourself from other businesses that may be offering the same products or services. Now, a lot of companies compete on price. That's just the way of the world. The problem with this is it then becomes a race to the bottom. Everybody's going for the cheapest price. They're not looking at the quality, all they're looking at is the dollar sign. In this case, nobody is winning. You end up reducing your profit, and to be honest, you may even end up having to run at a loss. And it drives a lot of small business owners away from running and owning their own business and back to being an employee just so they can make a living. When you use your values to differentiate, it means you build loyalty to yourself and to your business. This in turn leads to that repeat business, to those referrals, and allows you to charge a rate which means that you can live. Offer a fair value for your products, offer a fair service, have a consistent way of treating people. They know what they're going to get, they know how they're going to be treated, and they will always go away happy. What are your business's values? Can you name any of them off the top of your head? If you can, why not hit pause and share them in the comments below? Let's share them. Let's get other people seeing what your values are. How about your employees, your customers, your suppliers? Can they tell you what your business values are? Chances are they can't. As a small business owner, you define your values. And in all likelihood, these are going to be the same as your personal values. But as your business grows, you need to change how your values are determined. They should be defined by your team as well as yourself. Your values should be something that is used to determine how your business operates. By involving your team in determining these values, you're engaging them in the process. By engaging them, it means they're more likely to ensure that they stick with these values. The other benefit of using your team is they will find some values that you may not even think about. It may be something you just take for granted, but by calling them out as values, it means everybody is singing from the same sheet. I recently worked with a local non-profit social enterprise. This is mainly run by volunteers, and they deal with struggling people and families in our local area. I ran a 15-minute workshop. That's right, only 15 minutes. And in this, we determined what they thought their values are. Here are some examples of the values they came up with. They are helping. They've got kindness. They're empathetic. They're passionate. In this session, we came up with 25 different values that the non-profit has. That might seem like a lot, but remember, this is a total list of values, and that by using them, it means we're giving a regular experience to people. From this list, we then moved on and we determined what are the top 3 values. These are the values that every interaction with somebody else should display, whether that someone is a client coming in, whether it is a donator, whether it is another volunteer, or whether it's a supplier. Every single interaction should demonstrate these 3 values. So the values they determined is they are non-judgmental, they are meeting needs, and they are welcoming. So whether you're dealing with someone seeking help, another volunteer, people from other agencies, the idea is every interaction must demonstrate all 3 of these values. We then took these and we added to them an additional 3 values that make this service unique from other competing services. Essentially, these are to become your point of difference. In this scenario, they came up with truthful, understanding, and kindness. Now remember, these values, they were determined by the volunteers, the people on the ground doing the actual work, interacting with people. Now that the values are understood by everyone, it means that everyone can try and keep these in the front of their mind and use them in every single interaction. As a small business owner, once you understand your values, you can then use them as part of your daily operations. Can you identify your top 3 values? When you do, jot them down below, add them as a comment. But the key thing is, make sure every interaction you have with someone else uses these top 3 values. Can you now come up with 2 or 3 other values that make you different from your competition? Again, why not jot them down in the comments? Now you've got them, now you've come up with your values, write them down. Put them somewhere where you will be able to see them every single day. A key with values is that by looking at them every day, you're always keeping them in the front of your mind so they're used in every single interaction. You've got your core values, you're using them in every interaction, you're being consistent, you're demonstrating your values in everything you do. But how about your employees? Are they aware of and are they using your business values? Make sure they do. Make sure that they're aware of how important the values are to your business. And if you've got an employee who's not willing to demonstrate your values at work, well, then you need to question, is that employee the right person for your business? Remember, from my example, one bad person is enough to destroy your business. You've got your values, you're using them. Now make sure you're regularly reviewing them. Make sure they're still relevant to your business. Make sure you don't need to change them. Make sure your employees are still using them. When doing your review, make sure to fetch in your employees into that conversation. Employee engagement should be one of your key values. Do you have a good relationship with some of your key customers or suppliers? Why don't you ask them what they think your business values are? You might be surprised by the feedback that you receive. Make sure your values are visible to everybody. Values that are invisible, well, they're no use. Your values are your business. Focus on your values and see your business grow and deliver the business results you deserve. If this video was of any use to you, then please like and share it to let others start digging into their values. Is there anything in it that you don't like? Please again drop your thoughts into the comments below. One of my values is I love comments, I love feedback, because through that I'm able to improve what I do. Are there any topics you'd like me to cover in the future? Again, drop them in the comments below so that I can add them to the list of future videos. Please subscribe to my channel. This will allow you to get new videos as I release them. If you'd like to chat about how I can help you with your business, drop me an email at Gary, that's Garry, at nextactions.com.au. I'd love to talk to you. Until we talk again, goodbye.